Hey everybody, it's Melissa Sorrentino checking in with my Making Provgress video for today. This is where I talk about the making of the videos and the building of life as the viewpoint of an artist does affect that. Okay, so that's what this is about. I want to talk about my recent new kind of exposure. That's the word, exposure. And you've got exposure on one side. What's on the flip side? Vulnerability. And I am feeling it, okay? I got my first unlike. It was on my channel trailer, which I know sucks because it's like almost 7 minutes long and channel trailers are supposed to be like 2 minutes long. So I suspected it was too long. I actually had kept it on my, like on my hard drive for a while before I decided to just go ahead and upload it. My intention was to edit it, and then I just thought, why have a blank space there while I'm waiting to edit? I will just go ahead and upload what I have. So when I went to upload it, I went ahead and, I ran it through this little filter of like, the lights blinking and stuff like that, which I just thought would kind of differentiate it from the rest of the videos. And it does, but, it's like introducing my channel, because it's cheesy, whatever. I thought it was kind of fun. So, anyhow, this is not all about just that particular video, but the thing is, it's kind of cool because it's actually it's got exactly 100 views as of today. So I'm like, yay. I mean, I don't know why yay that, but I guess just the fact that I've decided to do anything other than just roll over and decide my life is over and I blew it as an actress, I blew it as a wife, I blew it. I'm like, okay, all right, yay. More than that, learn from it. I've learned a lot, I really have. And I've come a long way. So I want to own that for myself, and putting myself out here is difficult because you ask the question, why am I doing this? And then, other people will ask of you, why are you doing this? And I don't have a super clear answer to that question. And I've decided not to let that stop me. Even if I decide, like next, a week from Tuesday, I go, you know what, I'm over it with that channel thing. I have another idea of something to do with myself. Maybe that's what'll happen. I don't know. Maybe I will edit this scene with a nice clean wipe and start all over again. I don't know. But this is sort of the starting of a new scene for me. And I don't know where it's going to go. All I know is that it is juicing me. I'm not in my pajamas. I'm not moping. I'm not focusing every day on how I'm hemorrhaging money and not sure what to do about it. I'm not deciding to do things that are in the category of should or what somebody else's voice in my head would want me to do. I'm not even going to move forward with a bunch of voices in my head affecting me as far as like maybe other people are nervous about my life. And it occurs to me that that is often a very loving thing, and I completely understand, and quite frankly I very much appreciate if people are worried about me and they don't know what I'm doing and what the hell is she doing. I love that, actually. I want to be cared about, and I want people to, be concerned and look out for me like anybody, I'm sure. I have a very, girly streak that's like, oh, please, somebody just scoop me up and take care of me. And I'm resisting that, although I'm still open to it because I love to be around like masculine men, and then I get to stay in my feminine where I live, where I'm comfortable, and that's just like, that's a whole ball of wax, and I really don't want to be controversial on that. I have very progressive thoughts in that category, but I also have some traditional conventions that are, they make me happy. I like romance and traditional male-female roles and all that stuff. I eat it up. I love it. So I'm not going to really diss that part of myself. These are the things that I am dissing about moving forward with this channel, and other, just that whole identifying myself as an artist and moving forward and saying, okay, here's my vision now, is that I'm an artist, and this is the wheelhouse that I'm going to stay within. And I'm going to stay within this like artist wheelhouse, even when it comes to career choices, when it comes to social choices, when it comes to productivity choices, when it comes to life choices. I'm going to really aim for, you know, staying within that target area of considering myself to be an artist now. Like, and that's the, you know, stamp I'm putting on this moment in the scene. I talk about stamps and scenes. It's probably something I made up. But, you know, as far as for an improviser, I'm like, once something's out there, I consider it stamped on the scene. And then the rest of the scene, you know, that whatever, you know, continues from that moment forward, whatever's been kind of stamped, that's what it is. You know, like if I said there's a table in the middle of the stage, that's been stamped for that set. That's where, you know, that's where that table is marked as though it's wood or metal or glass or whatever table it is. It's real now because we've stamped it. So this artist concept for me in the scene of my life is stamped now, and that is what I want to stick to. So I can't listen to the voices of critics. I got 2 dislikes on my video, which were my first dislikes, and I'm like, okay, in a way I was like, oh, thank God, you know, broke the ice. I'll never forget when I was, I'm trying to remember the exact age. I think it might have been 13 or 14, but I was running a 4.0, and I gotta tell you guys, when I broke that, when I actually got a grade that, you know, broke the 4.0 into a 3 point something, all I felt was relieved. Because keeping that 4.0 is like such perfection. You know, like, okay, like here, check this out. See this mug? I love this mug. I don't know if you can see, there's probably gross lipstick, but do you see that hairline crack? You know, I love this mug. If it got 3 more cracks and I could still use it, because of the fact it's already got 1 crack, it's like, it's a cracked mug now. That's what it is now. So I'm okay with that. Before there was 1 crack, it had this like perfectionist thing going on, which I am actually somewhat perfectionist resistant. When I used to do my nails, I remember this was actually maybe in my early 30s or something. When was I in therapy? It's not important. But the point is, I recognized that I was kind of perfectionist about my nails. I like to keep my nails done. Geez, I need lotion. But I actually, while I was in therapy, I allowed my nails to get chipped. I'm touching right here because there's a little, see that? There's a little chip. As I actually let my nails get chipped, and I'd be like, I would make a commitment. I'm probably going to cry. This is so stupid, you guys. But I made a commitment that if my nail got a chip, I was going to just keep it that way for the next day, for like a whole day at least. And then I kind of got okay with my nails getting chipped. I'm not like some people where it's like they're super, super chipped up. You know, I'll do them. I do have a certain, you know, preference level for like my level of perfection. I still graduated. I graduated high school with 3.4. I graduated college with a 3.9. So, you know, I kept the standard above a certain level for myself, but I didn't strive for that 4.0 anymore. You know what? So boring life was for me, and I like to have those cracks and imperfections. So those couple of dislikes, I want to thank the people that actually put those up. One of them actually sent me a message through Reddit and actually explained, I don't know if it's a he or she, but actually explained why they put it. And I was like, that actually is pretty kick-ass feedback. Now, actually, they didn't say, hey, I put a dislike on your thing, here's why. They just left me a comment that actually explained why, that just explained something that they didn't like. And I was like, hey, I appreciate the feedback. And it was the filter. I assumed it was the length, but it was that filter of the colors and the blinking that person mentioned. So I don't know if that's the same person that clicked the thumbs down buttons or not, but I do at least, I do appreciate the feedback. So that's pretty cool. Moving forward, I know at least one person doesn't like that flashy whatever thing. And that video currently right now has 3 likes and 2 dislikes. So I'm like, whatever, I don't know. It's too tight to like tell. It's not like I got 100 dislikes and 1 like, or, you know, will offset one way or the other way. But the point is, I'm not going to belabor that. And really what I want to talk about, even though it seems like I'm focusing on the likes and the dislikes, is I really want to point out that I am so happy that I'm not that affected by that, because I'm remembering the person that I used to be before I'd kind of come to a place where I am now, which would have been so insecure. Like, I would have been like, oh, I'm not doing it anymore, blah, blah, blah. But I'm realizing it's time for me to get that guard up, just that guard. And that's not against my people that might not like what I'm doing. It's against the voices in my own head, because maybe someone is behaving like a critic, but it is the self-critic in me that magnifies what they said. I tried to post one of my videos. It was actually the one that Let's Talk About Ex Baby with me and my ex-husband Ben, which most people have really appreciated and liked that one. But one person put a comment on this one, it was like a divorce discussion group, and they just put one comment and said, so no self-promotion. And I was like, yeah, I guess technically it is like a promotion for my vlog. It just seemed appropriate, and it was absolutely within the dialogue of what was taking place. And, I put it up with my apologies. I was like, I don't know if this is like kosher for this group or whatever, but you might enjoy watching this video. It kind of provides some hope that no matter how shitty things are on one end, that you can come out of a divorce still being able to like be civil and get along and stuff like that. I do see value in that. I don't know where is that sweet spot between self-deprecation and self-promotion, or hiding or putting yourself out there. And I'm just going to release myself of the responsibility of having to figure it out. And I'm going to embrace the part of me that has long time been neglected, which is I have a voice. Maybe it's wrong, maybe it's imperfect, maybe it even fucking sucks, but it's a voice I have. And the only way that I'm going to get to a level of improving that voice that's me is if I can hear it and I can observe it and I can get it out there, and then I can begin the learning curve. So that self-critic that's inside of me that will blow up a comment that says no self-promotion is quieting down. And I think that I err in the humility camp, so I'm not going to even worry about going too far the other way. I don't think I'm even close. Someone else might disagree. Again, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just doing the best I can. So that's where I'm going to end things. Making Provgress. I really appreciate you guys being on the ride with me. It's not easy. Exposing myself is not easy. It wasn't even something I thought of in the beginning. I wasn't thinking about exposing myself or how that would affect anybody else, as far as like thinking that I am self-promoting. What else are we doing when we're artists? We're putting our shit out there. We want people to look at it, right? I quit. I mean, I don't quit. I don't quit. But I quit talking about it. Okay, bye.